G'day guys, it's Alex from Escape Domain here to show you my latest project, making a tarp canopy for the beach. Something you can do yourself. That's the DIY version. So it all came to just under $100. You can make your own. So today I'm going to show you the bits that you'll need and how to put it up. Alright, so let's have a look at all the parts that you need to build your tarp shelter. What we've used is we've joined together two shower curtains together, and I've had my mum, who is awesome, sew them together for me. You can see the seam that runs along the top. Okay, so she's just literally brought those together. I'll show you some of the special things that she included in there as well. But basically you can see along the bottom here, this is where the shower curtain railings would attach, the clips would attach to the top of the shower rail. They form a great, some great holes for fixing the ropes to the ground. So it's kind of built in, you don't need to do anything else to it. Alright, so at the top, this is where all the business happens. We've got the join together of the two shower curtains. The seam line is along the middle there, and there's a PVC pipe that runs along the top of the ridge line of the structure, and there's a couple special little things that we've got in the end, little additions to the shower curtain. We've put a grommet at the end so that we can hook that over the tent pole, and my mum has awesomely put in two seams so that it creates a little pocket for that PVC pipe to sit in. Okay, so she said it's pretty simple to do. I'm taking her word for it. I would have no idea. But we're gonna put that, we can just sling that over the top. There's a drill hole through the PVC pipe. You can see my failed attempt at the end there, so it doesn't have to be perfect. And you just slide your tent pole through both the grommet and the PVC pipe, and it's the same at the other end, and that forms that kind of A-frame structure at the top. Now we've got just a normal generic tent pole here. It's an adjustable one, and so it just allows you to increase the tension on the top of the canopy when you're putting it up. The tie down points are basically, I've actually grabbed these ropes from previous tents that I've had, but you can just buy rope from any hardware store. It's pretty cheap, and I've got these specialized tent pegs for sand. Okay, so you don't want to use your ones for grass. Have a look at some of my other videos on escapedomain.com to where I talk about different kinds of pegs in the sand. But yeah, so these are nice fat ones for the sand. So I'm going to put those in, tap it in, and I'm going to use my guy rope here, hook it around, and just provide some tension there. So step one for putting this up is basically just to loosely get your pegs and guy lines set up roughly where you think they're going to be. You can adjust them later, but basically you just want to stretch them out in the position that you want them on the beach. And the other thing I'm going to do now is just show you, so this is the PVC pipe that I've used that goes through the top. Look, if you're in a very windy kind of place, I'd probably suggest you get some aluminium piping for the top. But if you're not too fussed about the overall strength, the PVC pipe actually works pretty well. So I've got a couple of different sizes of PVC pipe. I believe that's a 15 mil and a 20 mil PVC pipe, and they just kind of slot in together. And they hook on either end, and that's basically the top of your pole. So I'm just going to slot this in the pocket that I showed you before. Alright, so the next stage is to get your tent poles in place. So I've got my PVC pipe sticking out at each end, and I'm just going to insert the pipe in the little drill holes. Okay, and as we talked about, my little grommet connector here, just going to slide it over the top. I'm going to poke this underneath, and it should just stay in place long enough for me to run around to the other side. So I'll see you on the other side. Alright, there it is. And so we're just going to do the same thing. Tent pole through the ends. We're going to hook the grommet over the tent pole. And now it's basically a matter of tensioning the ropes and the tent poles to make sure that it's as firm as possible. Clip that one. My pole has fallen out. Let's go fix that one. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you got something out of that. In the comments I'm going to link to an article where I give you all the gritty details about the different bits and pieces that you'll need if you want to make your own. I'd love to see if anyone makes their own. Please post in the comments. Please click subscribe if you'd like to see more videos like this. And yeah, have a great day.